people on the internet, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. We're finally in the trial section of this case.
Yeah.
After we've been fucking getting off track and...
We have fucked around so much, and we finally got to the actual, meat of the case.
Right. There's a few episodes where we barely made any progress whatsoever, because we're just fucking about.
Not even fucking about, just talking shit.
Yeah.
Shit that we...
I mean, it's fun. I enjoy our conversations, but damn, we did not make any progress.
We got into some dark topics previously, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, when the incident took place, the victim was alone at this table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn L., was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. And, it looks like Miss Bird might have had, some kind of a motive. Using the dark, aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady.
Well, it wouldn't matter if it was aromatic or not, because the poison was scentless.
But what we think is the poison. It might have been something completely unrelated, but I'm going to go on a limb and say that's probably the poison.
Yeah.
And if the bottle was empty, I guess it would make sense that it wouldn't smell. But if it wasn't, and it had something in it, then... Yeah.
Also, I have a theory that actually even though we found it in the kitchen, it might not be Armstrong's. Armstrong might have pilfered it from...
The fake Phoenix guy?
Because we know he's a kleptomaniac, so...
Right.
It just might be that he happened to pickpocket that for some reason.
And do you think maybe he might have confused the bottle for a spice or something? Or do you think he might have pilfered it after the
I think probably after.
Delivered?
I do think that it was probably after, because I think that Phony Phoenix is the guy who did the poisoning.
Well, from the understanding, that wouldn't make any sense, because Phony Phoenix would have just put it back into his pocket and, left with it.
Well, we know Armstrong does pickpocket, though. He might have,
But he was in the kitchen at the time, remember?
Was
he was the one that was... Yeah, because everyone, agrees that the waitress, Maggie, was the one that,
right.
brought the coffee out, too.
I know, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he was in the kitchen.
I mean... Where else would he have been?
He could have just been standing out there. Like they say, they don't get a lot of customers, so... And plus, how would he steal things if he's always in the kitchen?
I mean, I guess he does but also it doesn't make any sense that Phony Phoenix would just leave that little bottle of the poison he's using to kill this guy.
I never said he would leave it behind. I said that I think that Armstrong might have pickpocketed it.
I guess.
That's just a running theory I have, at least. I could be wrong.
I mean, I guess there is a chance it could have happened, but well, if it happened before...
Well, anyway.
Well, if he would have pickpocketed it as he saw, the Phony Phoenix come in, then...
Well, no, I'm not. I said after.
But he just, disappeared, because everybody else denies that he was even there.
Yeah, and I had that other theory, remember, that he's intimidating them all into saying that he wasn't there.
I guess. Alright, well...
That's just a theory I have anyway. Again, I could be wrong. It's just a theory. A Phoenix Wright theory. And...
Scene.
Court is out of session, or whatever.
Court is now in recess.
Yeah.
I don't know. The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but...
Yes?
Please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood?
I already told you, that wasn't me.
Also, how is it that he's been in this judge's court for 3 years running now, and the judge still doesn't seem to recognize him?
Right, what the fuck? Why doesn't no one can be if Phoenix is acting this out of character, no one's like...
This is really fucking weird.
Right.
Also, he's very, very sunburned.
Right.
He's literally, super fucking red. How is nobody you've got the hairstyle, but you're not Phoenix. Who the hell are you?
Exactly, honestly.
Nobody questioned, they just fucking run with... Even the judge is I don't think you're any sort of a He's like, nah, Judge, you got me all wrong, pal. It's you see, I was at the beach yesterday, and I'm all sunburned and stuff. Don't worry, I'll be tan as a coffee here in like a week.
And the judge is like, seems legit to me.
Look, see, I've even got my badge. You see?
Yeah, that is in fact a badge. I don't need to examine it any closer.
That is definitely your lawyer badge that you've always had, and I would never be correct on this.
Jeez, everyone's so fucking stupid.
Anyway.
Can I stop you for just a minute?
Huh? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence, pal?
He's so desperate for it to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now. It doesn't match the testimony given us by Miss Bird. She claims that there's another man at the victim's table.
Yeah, that's what she said. And What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction?
Hey.
Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. No two testimonies tie up on that, pal. They both said there was no other guy at the table.
What should I do? Should I press on the... Oh, fuck.
You okay? Bless you?
Normally I sneeze twice, and I felt the other sneeze coming, but then it went away.
It'll pop up later, I'm sure.
I guess.
Anyway, of course you press harder, like why?
Yeah, like always. Well, maybe the other witness just missed him. Witnesses. Perhaps their view of the victim's table is obscured in some way.
Ha! That argument is as weak as the coffee at Tribulations, right? I have here, in my possession, a ticket.
A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me.
Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population, the defendant. This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef, moments after the poisoning took place, correct? Or, that was supposed to be the judge, but whatever.
Well, yeah.
I think the court will agree that was such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Trey, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table? It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly.
Oops. He was listening to the radio, you say?
Yeah, he had a portable radio in his chest pocket. Maggie told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder? Or
yes.
Not? Always. And what was this victim listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe?
Huh? How should I know?
Thanks a lot. We're one step closer to the middle of nowhere.
This isn't going very well, is it? Detective, could you perhaps tell us about the poison and how it was used?
So, traces of poison were found in the coffee cup, and nowhere else?
Not sure I get you, pal.
Was the poison a liquid, or was it a powder?
If I put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance.
So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper.
Ha! Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trey?
Well, I also listed sugar, and you do put sugar in coffee, so...
Yeah. But also, if you had anything to eat, the salt and pepper, if it was in that, could have been... Which also means that there's a possible chance that it could have been somebody else that was poisoned if they walked in and happened to use that particular table.
Yeah? No.
Anyway. The victim took his coffee black, with no sugar.
Oh, wow.
Well, that... Okay, well, that's that.
It
seems that the poison could have only been in the coffee.
What should I do? Should I always...
Sorry, just...
Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of it as coffee?
And it wasn't just like put on the handle of the mug or something when it was served?
Well, I mean, that wouldn't kill him if he only touched it. You'd have to ingest it.
Not necessarily, because there are certain poisons that, like, you can, like, touch it and it will kill you.
But this is cyanide that we're talking about. You have to ingest that.
I suppose. Huh? What do you mean?
According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it?
Oh, hey, you're right. That's what I was thinking. In case you were wondering, the last objection was for the detective there. Huh? For me? Oh, hey, you're right. Maybe you may be fully court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence. That piece, sir? Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? This.
Why me? Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give me first-degree burns?
Oh, now I remember.
You should have thrown in a gumshoe. Like, no offense, gumshoe. Like, I'm on your side, obviously, but why me? I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you're literally just there.
Yeah.
This is the victim's coffee cup. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim. Oh, yes, it's unmistakable. There is clearly a coffee stain on it. Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him. Like this.
Yeah. Also, they didn't really need to...
For the records, the only prints on the cup were the victims and the defendants.
I just want to point out that, I mean, obviously the this evidence does prove that he drank the coffee, but honestly, they could have just gone like, well, yeah, of course he drank it. He's dead, isn't he? That's proof enough.
Yeah, like, Phoenix, that was a really weird point. Like, if there was no coffee drank and he somehow died of poisoning another way, you know, that would be something to like look at. But he ordered a coffee, he drank it, and he died.
Yeah,
like
it's like, are you sure he drank the poisoned coffee? Well, he's fucking dead, isn't he? If he didn't, then wouldn't he still be alive?
Like, if he just drank a coffee that wasn't poisoned, then, you know...
Yeah, he should be fine right now, right? The fact that we're even having this case right now means that he drank the fucking coffee. I mean, come on, Phoenix.
Whatever. I mean, we got another piece of evidence.
It's...
Okay. Upon further investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance.
Potassium cyanide? I've heard of that chemical before. Exactly how strong is this poison, Detective Gumshoe?
It's... well, that stuff's lethal. Eat too much and your history. How much is too much? A lethal dose is 0.2 grams. That's about enough to finish off anyone. 0.2 grams? How much is that? You know when you swab your ears for earwax? Yeah, about that much. It's like even just a little, like just tossing in very briefly, just a little bit of it, but that's it.
Earwax, huh? Sounds like something Gumshoe's got an abundance of.
Hey. Such a small quantity of poison could have been concealed anywhere.
Some kind of a motive?
Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion. You know what my golden rule is, Detective? Check out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another. Huh? I don't get it, pal. I'm saying, we can always get another witness on the stand, if we have to check you out. So stick to the facts, Detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive?
Come on, Gumshoe.
She was... they said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket.
I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday, too.
It disappeared from the scene of the crime. And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000. Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he sold the wrong one.
Then it is possible that Maggie stole the win. Is it possible that Maggie stole the winning one?
I'm pretty sure the fake Phoenix is the one that took it.
Right.
Like,
I mean, if we're asking if it's possible, the answer is yes, obviously.
Is it possible? Yes, but was it her?
Likely?
Did they... Because if she was the one that stole it, I'm pretty sure they would have found it on her.
Probably.
Also, she's like... She used to be a cop. Why would she steal... Like, don't get me wrong, $500,000 is $500,000.
Yeah.
But why would she, working at the restaurant where the ticket was, steal it and then, you know... Like... There's no point.
Yeah. Anyway.
It would go against not only her own morals, but also the fact that she was there on the job, and also the fact that, like...
That she would get caught pretty easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Mr. Armstrong is one thing because he's got a record of this sort of thing, but Maggie doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared is no way implicates my client.
Ha! I have here, in my hand, the very ticket in question. That's the $500,000 lottery ticket? One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant.
What?
Order!
Now that I think about it, I think I do remember him saying they found a piece of evidence on her apron or something.
Oh, that's right.
I guess Phony Phoenix took it and put it in her pocket to implicate her?
That would make sense. Well, why is this... So it sounds like, in a weird way, this guy has it out for her. This Phony Phoenix has it out for Maggie. Question is, why?
I don't know if he has it out for Maggie or if he had it out for this MC Bomber guy, who I'm assuming... No, he's a programmer. Yeah, it could be both. But anyway,
what?
I'm guessing he probably had some kind of grudge against Glenn, wanted to kill him, and then used Maggie as a scapegoat.
I guess that makes sense, but also... What would he have against Glenn?
I don't know.
Is it something to do with the... Wait, if this guy is some sort of like impersonator sort of type, is it possible that he thought that MC Bomber, like the programmer, becoming a rapper might have also like been infringing on like his thing?
I have no idea. We don't know anything about any of those people yet, really.
Yeah. Well, we're not really gonna learn anything about Glenn because he's fucking dead.
Yeah. What? Why are you mewing? Why are you mewing so much?
She's quite a lucky little bird, our little waitress. You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately.
Judge, were you not here when my phony... No, you were. So you would have already known this. Why are you acting all surprised? Right?
I think it's because the fact that Godot actually has the like evidential like ticket that was found, rather than it being in like a police like evidence locker somewhere.
I suppose, yeah.
Or here at the court.
I'm gonna keep my eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering.
This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial too.
Yeah, then. Okay, whatever.
But it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say?
Oh, I guess he just never knew the amount before.
It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor.
And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately.
That's enough. The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows the score. There is also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who is weak to the siren call of money. Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast.
Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already.
But not only that, but the evidence is stacked against her.
Yeah.
I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance. With one final, decisive piece of evidence.
Goodness gracious. She's so mewy.
Yeah.
He's got more evidence against Maggie?
This is the apron delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen.
That stain looks like... It can't be blood, can it?
It seems the star of our play was a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee on herself.
The coffee? It's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye.
Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. Something else? I presume you mean... Of course, I'm referring to the pocket.
The pocket?
A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket.
Oh, so what did we get from the chef's fucking kitchen then?
Yeah, what the hell is that bottle?
A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket?
Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it.
What the fuck? What?
Wait. Is it actually the poison, or is it like a bottle of nail polish like I was suspecting the other one might have been?
I don't know. All of this
Did the two somehow get swapped?
All of this is a fucking mess, man.
Order, order, order. The court will accept these items into evidence. There's something still bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why have you not explained the blood stain to the court?
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be?
Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron.
That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a bloodstain.
You don't need to be told. Just look at it.
I'm blind, jackass!
Well, detective.
Or actually, maybe the visor, because it's red, right? So maybe when he's looking at it, he just doesn't see the red. Like, because everything, like red.
Oh yeah, when you wear rose-colored glasses, all the red flags just look like flags.
Okay, yeah, thank you for using the BoJack Horseman quote, but...
It's a good quote.
It is. But yeah, because he's looking through the red visor, he just doesn't see the red of the blood. It just... All he sees is the...
apron.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Could the stain really be blood?
No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir.
Ketchup?
She must have gotten some on her apron while taking some on their breakfast that day. Alternatively, it might have spilled when the customer was like, I thought it was blood because I figured he was like, like coughing on her, and that's why she like freaked out and fainted.
Oh, maybe. I was thinking like it would be weird that blood would be there because if he's died by poison, there wouldn't necessarily be any blood. But I guess I guess he could cough up blood.
Yeah, kind of like a laryngitis sort of effect where like it like goes down kind of rough and it causes him to like cough up blood because it's like melting internally or something, and he fucking projectile vomits it technically onto her.
Yeah, but it turns out to just ketchup.
You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe.
Post stuff like that again, and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness.
I thought everyone knew what it was already. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence, they have all been clearly established.
Well, Trite, it seems you really are a phony after all.
You really know how to drive a man nuts. You really know how to drive a man nuts, Godot.
Listen, Phoenix, I'm your buddy and everything, but I'm not that kind of buddy, alright?
Yeah, sorry. It's just Edward's been gone a while, and we had a kind of a thing going, and I guess I'm just missing Edworth, and you're a prosecutor.
Whoa! Listen, I'm not that kind of prosecutor, okay? I wait, what am I saying? I am a prosecutor, but I don't partake in that other stuff. You know what I mean? What's a better way of putting this? I don't like any cream in my coffee, if you know what I mean.
That's fair. I miss Edworth, I guess. Do you know when he's coming back? You talked to him, right?
He's here in town.
He is? Why isn't he taking this case?
Because he's retired, remember?
I thought he came back, though.
He's very highly respected, but he was technically fired.
Fired? No, he put in a letter of resignation. But then he came back.
And to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure he was fired from the fact that it was his car that they found the detective's body in.
Because he came back in the when Francesca got shot. He took over for her.
No, volunteer thing? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he never got...
ask him!
I'm pretty sure he never got fired. He was only he just put in a letter of resignation.
Maybe he's on vacation or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't keep up with him exactly.
He traveled the world a bit, then he came back, and I don't know what his status is right now.
Well, neither do I. Last I heard, he popped into the office, was like, "Hey, I recommend me," or like he recommended me to the court, and the prosecution lawyers were like, or the prosecution office was like, "Oh yeah, we know Miles Edgeworth. We super highly respect you," and so here I am.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask you about that. What exactly? Why did he recommend you? I mean, like, no offense or anything, but according to your own admission, when we first met, that was your first trial.
It is.
So,
it was.
So what made him recommend you?
The fact that I was studying under him, I guess. I don't really know. Like, you know how you, well, you were in training, you came and were here in court, like, as the assistant of another prosecutor, right?
So you're just training under Edgeworth then, I guess?
I think technically I was training under Manfred, but, well...
Well, that would have been a few years ago, because Manfred's been in jail.
Right, but I've been in training for a little while now, and, you know, unlike some people, I don't just become a lawyer overnight.
Listen, I had a bit of training under...
I've been studying law for 6 years!
I was an intern for a bit under Mia.
How long?
That's not important.
You know what else isn't important? Your face!
Ah!
So is a copy of it.
Yeah.
Witness, please describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. Except the guy's ID.
And also the second lottery ticket. Because 2 lottery tickets were stolen.
Yeah, but I mean, it was worthless, so I mean, is it really even, like...
I mean, listen, we gotta press
He had
everything.
a whole menagerie of tickets.
We gotta take what we can
Only
get.
one of them was a winning ticket.
I know, but like with so many things stacked against us, we will take what we can get.
But what would it actually mean for the case? Like, yes, it's relevant, but what would it prove? Other than, yeah, oh no, another ticket that was worth only $1 was stolen.
I don't know, man. I just know that usually when contradictions like that come up...
I mean, yeah, it was pilfered by the chef, and he has a record.
It might get us to have him come in to be a witness or something.
I mean, the only thing we really have relating back to him was possibly that little bottle we found when we were snooping around in the kitchen, but it turns out that was something completely different.
Yeah, I know.
Probably.
I'm just saying, if it's a contradiction, and it might lead us to get him into the court, and then from there we can get him to say, testify, and then cross-examine him and all that jazz,
I suppose, but I just...
It's an idea.
Alright, well... You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good.
Last chance to convince the court. You're a real lawyer, Wright. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one. So, let the fun begin.
Scary old man? Detective Gumshoe?
There's an old man who was a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. Pal.
We're always talking about the same old man.
Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? Then he hurled abuse at them. And seeds. Seeds. I'm really good for some potatoes right now.
Jeez.
Ooh, cashew.
Judge. We're in the middle of a trial right now.
What? Walnuts? What?
We're in a trial.
Right. Sorry. Pretty much.
Murder courthouse, sir.
Murder in my murder courtroom! It's like what brings him back.
It was nothing. I cut each one with my teeth.
I guess he's not even Mighty Godot can avoid being attacked by that guy.
The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. He took his time finding a payphone, apparently, so he was late reporting the crime.
Wait a minute. Godot, you investigated the incident when it first happened?
I'm the prosecuting lawyer.
So then why was it Payne who took the trial with phony me? Instead of you? If you investigated it, that would make me think that...
I wasn't assigned to the case.
So why'd you investigate it?
Because it's part of my job.
You investigate cases you're not assigned to?
On occasion. And this particular one, I was the one selected to travel with the police department, not only for my own benefit, but also to help collect evidence for Payne to be able to present his case. Do defense lawyers not operate the same way? I assume that you and Gumshoe worked very closely together.
I guess not.
You do the investigations of your own to come up with evidence, right?
I mean, yeah, but I never do it for other people. I don't even know any other defense attorneys.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I know Mia, and I guess technically I Grossberg, but I don't really know him that well.
Speaking of Grossberg, what's he been up to? How come I never see him in here?
I think he's retired.
Are you guys really the only two, like, defense lawyers in the city?
We're the only two I know of, at least.
Jeez. Wow, you guys need some help.
Yeah, honestly, we do.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I know you guys are public defenders, but honestly, like, the best I can handle is, like, traffic tickets, honestly, like...
Indeed.
Hey, murder in my murder courtroom!
Okay, fine, we'll get back to it. We're having a friendly conversation. I'm trying to make a new friend here. I don't have many friends, Judge.
What? You don't have any friends?
I said I don't have many. Technically, I have Maya, and I guess Edgeworth, if you want to count him, and would I consider Francisca a friend? I mean, she's kind of come around.
And also, I'm pretty sure Gumshoe is your friend, and Lada, and...
Oh, yeah.
What's the name of that big ugly guy? The
Will Powers?
Yeah, there you go.
I want to call him ugly.
What's the name of the shifty-looking one?
Larry?
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, we were kind of childhood friends, but kind of drifted apart.
And,
Phoenix, aren't I your friend? Oh, right, Maggie. Of course. Yeah.
See, there you go. The accused is your friend? Like, come now. Don't have many friends. Pah!
Alright, fine. I guess I'm just still a little bit in my emo
wait a second.
phase.
Wasn't it just a little, yeah, it was just last case. Literally a month ago, they were like, I'm not really friends with you, Mr. Godot. You know, I think we could have a friendship or something, but I don't really see it that way yet.
I don't know. I'm conflicted in my feelings. I'm still in my emo phase, technically.
I don't think it's the phase for you anymore, Phoenix.
I mean, I am 26 at this point, so I mean...
Honestly.
Well, in the next episode, maybe I'll get over it.
See you guys next time.
See ya.